Nobody likes to feel threatened or caught up in a distressing situation. It's a natural human response to want to avoid danger and seek out safety and security. We all have a built-in survival mechanism that kicks in when we feel threatened, our fight or flight response. This response is designed to help us react quickly to threats by either confronting the threat head-on or running away from it. For Sigma males who dislike situations getting in the way of their normal life, threats can be particularly challenging. Interestingly, we often take a completely different approach to handle them than others might. Welcome to this video where I will show you the 6 instinctual strategies that only Sigma males use to handle threats while keeping their sanity and balance in check. Be sure to watch till the end. Number 1. They disengage from the source of the threat. When faced with threats, Sigma males have an innate instinct to protect themselves first by disengaging from the source of the threat. It's their natural response to threats that allows them to protect themselves from physical, emotional, or psychological harm. This response may seem counterintuitive to those who do not understand the Sigma male mindset, but it is a natural defense mechanism, as individuals who prefer to avoid conflict and disruptions to their lives. When faced with threatening circumstances, Sigma males either physically remove themselves or mentally disengage from the source of the threat by distracting themselves with other activities or thoughts. Sigma males understand that managing threats can be mentally and emotionally taxing. So, instead of immediately confronting the source of the threat, they'd rather withdraw physically or mentally. This can be in the form of taking a break, going for a walk, or simply excusing themselves from the situation. When Sigma males disengages from a threatening situation, it often gives the person threatening him the impression that the Sigma is weak and afraid, but this actually allows them to take the time they need to put themselves in a better mental state to address the issue. Number 2. They become logical. When Sigma males feel threatened, they respond with logic rather than emotions. Sigma males have a natural inclination towards logic and reason, and this is reflected in how they handle threatening situations. When faced with a threat, they try to assess the situation objectively and formulate a plan of action based on facts and evidence, rather than simply reacting based on their feelings or instincts. Because Sigma males value getting things right, they strive to make informed decisions that align with their values and beliefs. As such, when they are faced with a threatening situation, Sigma males will approach it with logic rather than emotion. This is because they understand that responding impulsively can often lead to regrettable outcomes. So when the Sigma feels threatened, he takes a step back and assesses the situation objectively to enable them come up better response to minimize the impact of the threat on their lives. Number 3. They take control of the situation. When threatened by a person, a Sigma strives to stay in control. His instinct is not to simply react to the threat, but to look beyond it and understand why he is being targeted. Sigma males know that individuals who use threats to demonstrate their dominance are often insecure and weak-minded, and this knowledge gives them an advantage in maintaining control of the situation. Focusing on why they are being threatened enables them to gain a better understanding of the person who is threatening them. With this, they see through the insecurity and fear that may be driving the other person's behavior, which allows them to respond in a more superior and strategic manner. Even when a Sigma male sees through the other person's insecurity and understands their underlying motivations for making threats, the Sigma will not simply react with emotion. He will assert his boundaries and make it clear that they will not be intimidated or threatened. This sends a strong message to others that the Sigma is not to be trifled with. Number 4. When Sigma males feel threatened, they use mind games. Sigma males have a tendency to use their intellect and psychological acumen to gain the upper hand when faced with a threatening situation. In such cases, they may engage in mind games with their opponents to manipulate them into doing what they want. As they are experts at reading people, Sigma males know how to push their opponents' buttons to turn the situation in their favor. They use reverse psychology to gain control of the situation. However, they only resort to such tactics if they are confident they can emerge victorious. Sigma males rely on their quick thinking and intelligence to stay ahead of their opponents in every situation, and they are not afraid to play mind games when they feel threatened by someone. Number 5. When threatened, Sigma use their sense of humor. When a Sigma male feels threatened, he conceals his anxiety. Given that Sigma males would not have their anxiety show whenever they are threatened, they often use humor to diffuse tension. When a Sigma feels threatened, he makes light-hearted jokes or sarcastic comments to show that he is not intimidated and to make the other person think twice before continuing with their threat. This is quite a powerful mechanism because it sort of belittles the threat by the other person and makes them feel less powerful. Belittling the threat from the other person using humor helps Sigma males to maintain their composure and control of the situation before looking for a better way to respond. Number 6. When faced with threats, Sigma males walk away. When someone threatens a Sigma, his first instinct is often to assess the situation to determine if it is worth their time and attention. This assessment is based on their strategic and analytical thinking skills, which allow them to quickly weigh the potential risks and benefits of engaging with the threat. If they determine that the threat is not worth investing their energy and time, they will walk away. This is not a sign of weakness, but rather a strategic decision to conserve their resources and focus on more worthwhile pursuits. Sigma males are often highly driven and focused on achieving their goals, and they may see engaging in non-essential threat as distraction from those objectives. If you enjoyed this video, kindly hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.